Hi, and thank you for tuning in today to RuthieWorld Web TV. Something different on the web, really. And this is RuthieWorld Cinema, and I would like to talk about the cinema in general and how much I enjoy the cinema and how much I enjoy going to the movies and how I enjoy the movie-going experience, going into a darkened room and sitting in a room with a lot of strangers, watching a big screen, you know what I mean. So I kind of like that. I always thought that Netflix was a great idea, it's one of the great things on the web, and I used to subscribe for a while, but then I decided, no, this isn't for me. I like home, but I don't watch that many movies to do it at home that much. I just like going to the movies. So this past weekend, I went to see Hannah, and needless to say, it was less than what I expected. The trailer makes you think something, and the movie is quite slower than what the trailer depicts. So I didn't like that. And the premise of the movie is a great premise for a movie. Something's going to be recreated in the lab, and you always have this crazy scientist who's just going to take it one step further. They don't know what's going to happen, but they're willing to do it anyway just to see. In this particular instance, the lady, the character played by Kate Blanchett, she was going to create a superior human being, somebody that was just the perfect soldier, feeling no pity, no empathy, no nothing. And of course it backfired. It always does, kind of like the movie Splice. That backfired in like a train wreck. But so I didn't like that movie. So my movie going experience wasn't satisfied for this weekend. I didn't, get my fix. So I decided to stay and see another movie. And I decided to see Insidious, which was, one of those scary movies. And it was scary for me. I like being scared, so I gotta admit. And I think that comes from when I was a kid. My mother used to tell Southern ghost stories and then say, go to bed. And so I would be like, oh no, just having a really bad night. So I think I grew up, like having to liking that feeling of fear, And so Insidious was quite fearful. It was dark. It was scary. Kind of several moments when you just feel like you're going to jump out of your skin. There was more people in there to see Insidious than to see Hannah, that's for sure. So that ended up being a really, really good movie. I looked up the word Insidious just to make sure that I understood what it meant. And it was just, the meaning of the word is kind of like a seductive, somebody being taken over in a seductive manner by a force which is just really evil. Just dark and deep, dark. So if you like dark movies, you'll like it. If you like being scared, you'll like it. So after that, then my movie going experience was satisfied for this time period, and which will probably be till next week. Sometime this week I'll go see something else. But I don't like when trailers make you think one thing and then it leads you down a path, and then when you go see the movie, it's like it just strays too far from what the trailer depicted. So that's misleading, to say the least. But Insidious was pretty good. The trailer was good, the movie was good, and so if you like that type of movie, you'll enjoy it. But not too long ago, I decided that I was going to make a list of every movie I had ever seen in my life. And once I surpassed 800, I kind of gave it up. Yeah, I think I was up to like 853, something like that. And I was like, oh my goodness, this list may never end. Yeah, I've seen lots of movies. And that's between going to the movies, seeing movies on cable, Netflix, Yeah, that's just all of those ways of seeing movies. But it's something I've always enjoyed a lot. And I love foreign films. I don't mind going to see the movie where I gotta read the screen. Like last night, one of my favorite movies was on Apocalypto, Mel Gibson's Apocalypto, which is just a really good movie. I mean, it's violent, yes, it's violent. And it's kind of a guy movie, but it's a good guy movie. I mean, it's a great guy movie. That's what I mean. And I enjoy watching that movie a lot. And another movie I enjoy watching a lot is Terminator 2 Judgment Day. I don't know why. It must be the technology. It's something about the movie that was really kind of on the cutting edge. Just like the original Terminator was when it first came out. And another movie I enjoy is American History X. Yeah, that's an American classic. One of the new classics. But, of course, there's lots of genres of film. There's lots of ways you can categorize films. And I really, just consider it like my favorite pastime. It is. There's some people I know who will not go to a movie and sit there for hours and hours in a darkened room with a room full of strangers and watch a big screen. They just won't do it. They just think it's stupid. It gives them anxiety. It's a waste of time. But I usually take it as a chance to relax. It helps me to relax. Sometimes I get so relaxed I go to sleep. And it's not because the movie's not necessarily a good movie. No, because I went to see The Adjustment Bureau and I went to sleep on it. But it was a great movie about fate and free will. And I enjoyed it, and it's a well put together movie. It was intriguing and exciting, but I fell asleep. And if I fall asleep in the movie, that doesn't take anything away from the movie. I mean, I haven't had a chance to judge it. I went to sleep. So I haven't spoken about The Adjustment Bureau because I fell asleep on it. And so, yes. And another thing I like to talk about are movies that are either in release or about to be released. Everybody's waiting for it. Is the movie Jump in the Broom, which I'm excited about. I can't wait to see it. I remember seeing the preview early last year, thinking, wow, that looks really good. And so finally, it's about to be released, and everybody's ready and excited about it, and it's getting a lot of press, which it should, because it looks like a movie worth seeing. That doesn't happen too often where a movie looks like it's worth seeing. Yeah. But I'm excited about that. It's got some interesting people in it. Another thing I'm excited about is that show called The Game, which I kind of got sucked into it, kind of by accident. Yeah, there seems to be some skepticism about whether or not it's coming back for another season. I certainly hope it does. One of the executive producer is Kelsey Grammer. Yes. For those of you who read closing credits. So I think that I think it should stay on because it's kind of fun to watch and it's a good show. So we'll see what happens with that. I hope they get renewed and renewed again. But okay, so that's just a little bit from RuthieWorld Cinema, a little background, a little history about cinema and how I feel about it and how much it is a part of my everyday life, really. So thank you for joining me this time, and tune in next time when I'm sure I will be reviewing an interesting movie and sometimes a not so interesting movie. So thanks for being here. See you next time.